Hello YouTube family, welcome to Peggy Joe's Kitchen and welcome to my channel. I hope all is doing well today. Today I'm going to be making crab cakes. So stay tuned and I'll show you all the ingredients that I use to make this recipe. Be right back. Okay YouTube family, so these are the ingredients that I use to make my crab cakes. I'm going to be using some crab meat that I peeled out from snow crab. And I think I yielded probably about 1 pound. And I'm going to saute some purple onion. And for our seasonings, we'll need seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and I'm going to use a little bit of the dry parsley and some Old Bay. And back here I have 1 egg and some fresh parsley, and we'll need some butter to uh, fry up the crab cakes once we've mixed them up. And I'm gonna make my own breadcrumbs, and that's gonna be with a half of a hot dog bun. But you can use any type of bread, cracker, or breadcrumbs that come in a container. And I'm going to be using some Worcestershire sauce. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get everything mixed up. We're going to start with sauteing our onion. Okay, so while we're waiting on our skillet to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and use my box grater and just go ahead and grate your bread up. And I'm not going to use a lot of bread because I like my crab to really be present. Okay, so let's go ahead and take all of our breadcrumbs out of the grater. And see, this is the texture. Let's see, let's get it a little closer because I think the light. Okay, so this is the texture here. All right, then we'll go over to our skillet. All right, so we're going to use about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm only going to put just a little bit in right now because this is to saute my onion. Okay, let's go ahead. And we're going to let our onion cool off before we put them into our crab mixture, because the crab mixture is going to have egg in it. So you just want to saute these until they're nice and soft. And you can use whatever type of crab meat that you like. I just had this in the freezer, so I said, well, let me go ahead and just do them like this. And you want to saute your onions so that they'll be soft, like I said, because the crab meat is basically already done. We're just going to be cooking the outside to give it a little crisp once we make our crab cake. Okay, let's go ahead and put them into a little ramekin. And I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for a couple minutes. Okay, so now my purple onion has cooled off. And we're not going to overwork our crab meat because we want these nice lumps to stay intact. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and beat this egg up. Okay, so there's a couple other ingredients that I didn't mention, and that's mayonnaise and Dijon mustard. So I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of mayo and 1 teaspoon of the mustard. All right, so let's go ahead and put our Old Bay in there. And that's 1 tablespoon. Okay, I'm not going to put any of the seasoning salt because the Old Bay has some salt in it. And I'm using the garlic and herb Old Bay seasoning. Go ahead and put a little bit of the onion powder in, just a couple sprinkles, and a couple sprinkles of the garlic powder. And we'll put some parsley flakes. I have dried and fresh. All right, so let's go ahead and put our mustard in. And our mayo. Let's put that aside. We may need that again. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and fold everything in. Here's your onion. Okay, let's put our egg in. And let's just fold it gently. All right, let's go ahead and put some fresh parsley in. And I've chopped it up. As much parsley or as little, or you don't have to put it. All right, so now we're going to sprinkle some of the breadcrumbs. And then just still folding. put just a little bit more. You don't want them to be dry, but you don't want them to be real wet. They'll fall apart. So the egg and the breadcrumbs is going to be the binder for the cakes. And I think that's good enough. So we'll get our skillet heated up and get started. Okay, I got to put in my Worcestershire, and that's 1 teaspoon. Go ahead and throw that in. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our cakes. So what I'm going to do first is just put it out like that so I can make sure that they're all just about the same amount. Okay, let's see how many we can yield from this. Okay, so we have 5 crab cakes. And we're going to go over to the skillet and get to frying. Now we'll go ahead and put our 2 tablespoons of butter in. And our cakes are not going to be real big, because I'm using them as an appetizer. All right. Let's go ahead and put that one in. I'm using my spatula to put them down in that hot butter. And I'm cooking it on a medium to medium high. And they're going to cook 5 minutes on each side. And you want to wipe the handle off after you've taken your gloves off. So what you're basically doing is cooking it long enough to cook that egg off of it and give it a nice brown color. And you'll see that when I turn them over. Okay. Let's see what they're looking like. Should be time to turn it over. I think so. They're really tender now, so let's hope we can flip it over and it don't fall apart. There we go. Got one. I'll bring you back after I have them all flipped over. And this is what they're looking like once they're all turned over. And we're just going to brown the other side. And your butter helps them to brown, so, but you can use olive oil if you like. I just like to use the butter so that they'll brown them up really nice. And give it a nice crust. Okay, so they're ready. I'm going to put them on this cooling rack. Yeah, see, they're holding really good now. They're firm. Go ahead and turn this off. All right. This is what they look like. Nice and firm. Let's go ahead and cut down into it. Look at all that crab meat. That looks good. And I have some homemade tartar sauce. We're going to go ahead and do a taste test. All right, let's see what they taste like. It's crispy on the outside. Oh yeah, and very moist on the inside. That's a hit. Man, that's good. Piece of crab meat. It's good with that tartar sauce. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. And of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Thanks for watching. Bye.